Coach Swinney!
Coach, your initial impressions without looking at the film, must have been nice to be able to see all four quarterbacks going in there and make plays.
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm really appreciative of our crowd. I mean, you know, people don't realize what a big deal that is for a lot of reasons. You know, one, to be able to simulate a game. Very few people can have a crowd like that to simulate a game and get so many guys that first deep breath of experience. And it's really neat to see a lot of those guys, to see their eyes that first time. Maybe it's that red shirt that's getting his first spring game. It's those new guys that's got here. It's a different deal than just going to practice. And you don't get that if you don't have a crowd like that. And then secondly, to be able to showcase your place from a recruiting standpoint. There's a lot of guys here getting their first experience to Clemson, and to be able to walk into a stadium like that for a spring game, it's pretty special. So really appreciate our fans for giving us that type of environment today. It was awesome. The weather was great. But it was a very competitive game. You know, early it was a couple of plays missed, a couple of plays made on the other side, and a turnover. But the white team battled back, made it a competitive game, and then you know, got a drive down there to really kind of flip it. And Trayvon Mullen came up with a big play to kind of put it away for the orange team. So some really, I thought a lot of guys stood out today, and it's always interesting on this day. It's the only time we do this where we just split the team right down the middle. And you know, it's another piece of the evaluation. I mean, obviously, it's just. We have 15 days, you know, whatever happened today, it's just one day when it's all said and done, but it is a great evaluation piece for us because you see different lineups, different combinations. Obviously you got the game day environment, and a lot of guys caught my eyes today. A lot of guys, like Justin Foster, for example. You know, here he is, you know, getting the opportunity to start. So many guys getting that first start. T. Higgins had an unbelievable day. I asked him if he stayed at a Holiday Inn Express last night. I didn't know what was going on. He said, "No, I'm just trying to be your starting 9-man." I said, "Well, that's a good answer. A good way to do it." Great day for him. I thought Kelly didn't do a whole lot. Missed a couple throws early, but a little amped up. You know, came back and did a couple things, but I thought Chase was excellent. You know, he's got a lot of moxie to him. And, he competed hard. And Trevor getting his first experience. I mean, hard to start any better than that, to come out and throw a beautiful touchdown pass. I thought Hunter, same thing. Hunter had a very consistent day, made some plays. But, you know, all those guys, we had a lot of guys finish plays. Good to see DeAndre Overton right there at the end and finish a big one. T was excellent. Travion had some really nice plays. Amari showed up in the return game. And so we got a lot of good guys. Adam Choice, all the backs did some things. So, again, about what I thought it would be, very competitive. And good to see Hugo get back out there and be able to, same thing, have a crowd to run him out there and kind of break the ice a little bit. He hit that 149-yarder pretty dang good that he missed, so I think that'll go a long way for his confidence.
Trevor complained at all about the touch sacks on a couple of throws?
Well, of course he complained. Yeah, he had two big ones taken off, but you know, Christian would have crushed him. He might have got the ball off, but he would have paid a big price for it. So, you know, we try to be fair to those guys because we don't want them to leave their feet and launch. And then the other one was by KJ. Yeah, so that's statistically they lose that, but still at the end it's great to see those guys. I think Braden Galloway finished one maybe, and T had the other one. Yeah, that's the tough part of it. You know, you never know. But at the end of the day, eyes are on the right things, making the right read. We just had a little breakdown up front.
There was a lot of hype around him coming in when he arrived here. How have you seen him kind of handle all of that and handle it again today with so many people?
Just poised. You know, he's a very poised young player. I mean, but he's been exposed to a lot. You know, he's a kid that's been starting since the 9th grade, so he's played some big games, and you know, obviously this is a big deal out here today. But he's very well groomed and very well prepared for to take the next step. So he's not been overwhelmed at all just a confidence standpoint. You know, his demeanor has not changed all spring, whether he's with the threes, ones, people at practice, nobody at practice. So he's off to a really good start.
Does Kelly exit the spring still the #1 guy?
Well, I mean, we'll sit down. I mean, this is just another scrimmage for us to evaluate. And again, it's, you know, he missed 2 big throws today that he's made all spring. He missed them today. But we'll sit down, we'll have exit interviews with all those guys, and regardless of what any post-spring depth chart is, it just really doesn't matter because we don't play till September, and you know, this is not like, okay, you guys, here's the depth chart, and this is who's playing against Furman. It doesn't work that way. There's a lot of work to be done. You got to earn it every day. That's what we tell these guys at every position. If Cleveland decides to you know, be a jackleg this summer and not work and eat Twinkies and grow fat, and you know what, he guaranteed to start. So it doesn't matter what he did last year. You got to earn it and prove it every day, and that's at every position, not just quarterback. So we'll sit down and we'll meet with all those guys and tell them exactly where they are and what they got to do this summer. And then we'll pick it back up this August and go from there.
I know the guy that you've seen play no fullback, you don't worry about like that.
Oh yeah, he's had a great spring. Joe's had a great spring. You know, you're disappointed because I mean those are some couple big plays that they don't take advantage of. But he's made a lot of big plays. You know, his kid's proven he can win at a high level for us. So that's #1. That's the way we've seen him. But the same thing again. What I just said last year and then this year, you got to prove it all over again. And, he's had a very good spring, very good spring. And all those guys have done some good things, and some days better than others. But it's a very competitive situation.
So you stated, I think, going into spring that Kelly was clearly #1.
Yeah.
You don't feel that way coming out of spring?
Well, that's again, he's still at this point #1. He played today, but you know, it's when we came in the spring, that was an easy statement to say because you got to start somewhere. I mean, Cleveland was clearly #1 too. And but you know, we got some young guys out there that have closed the gap on Cleveland, Austin Bryant. So that's just the nature of it because guys are better day 15 than they were day 1. And that's no different at any position. Kelly has had a really good spring again, but you know, those guys behind him have had a great spring as well. And I think we can really truly win with any of the 4. And we've got a very good situation. And you know, if we played today, Kelly run out there. We don't play today. We play in September. And so everything counts. And I expect these guys to continue to compete with everything they got. And I don't have any doubt Kelly will be a great leader all the way through the summer.
I know you're a little thin at corner, but probably not going to be playing Christian Wilkins back there too much during the season.
Hey man, I don't know. He ran the alley pretty good there on that little speed sweep, and made an open field tackle. Little broke down and shuffled to the tackle pretty good. So might have to think about it.
Did you know that was coming?
Well, I knew it was coming when I heard the play call and I saw him back there at safety. So he's a natural football player.
Wasn't something very premeditated though.
No.
Okay.
No.
Maybe he says you need to get him in the quarterback.
Yeah. He wants your job too. So he wants to answer the questions and ask them.
That works. We do that sometimes too. What did you see from Trevor over the course of his career from day 1 to now? Did you see a big difference in terms of his recognition?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Well, the first thing I saw was he wasn't overwhelmed in the beginning as far as learning. He was able to process pretty quickly, you know, what we were asking him to do and pick up on the verbiage, the terminology, you know, I mean, that's a hard thing. That is not easy to do. I mean, it's one thing to be able to throw the ball over here to that guy. It's another thing to get lined up, have the motions, get the protection. I mean, that's a lot to do and know the terminology. It's not like he had any terminology carry over from high school, so you never know. But he really was excellent in that area. He was very well prepared and ready for the first spring practice. And then as we continued installation, I thought he did a nice job. He had a day or two where he bogged down a little bit, but all in all, excellent experience.
Coach, you ran a lot of plays, 120 total, considering running second half clock. Were you pleased with the tempo on the offense?
Oh yeah. The first half was a good half of football. It was fun. It was a lot of fun to see the team. And, we got a really competitive group. And, that's how it played out. Like I said, outside a couple of plays, but tempo was really good. And then once we got into the second half, we tried to get through there pretty quick. And I don't think anybody got hurt. No Cannon got a stinger. We practiced. We played physical.
Huggins was shaken up a bit, but he walked off.
Yeah,
okay.
One of the national guys tweeted out that either one of those teams maybe could make some noise in the ACC. What does that say about the talent level you have here?
Well, I don't know about that, but I think we've got a really talented team. I mean, a lot of guys are back with a lot of experience. I think Tim said this is the most letterman returning ever, or something like that. So we've got a lot of guys that know what it looks like, know what it takes, and I think are committed to doing what it takes. So, and then we got a bunch of young talent that's coming here that's being mentored by a bunch of veteran guys, and that's exciting for me. That senior class has won 40 games in 3 years, so that's who's leading Xavier Kelly, Xavier Thomas, KJ Henry, Bell, Darnell, and just kind of setting the standard, and they take great pride in that. They take pride in their individual performance, but they take great pride in their unit too. So I think everybody feels good about where we are, but this is just the first leg for us. And now we go into the next phase is what we call transformation, and this is when I think your team takes the biggest step forward. Is May, June, July. When nobody's watching, stands are empty, it's hard. That's where I think the chemistry and the leadership is truly developed, and you really see the commitment. So I'm anxious to watch this team continue to gel. We've made good strides, but we're not championship caliber yet from that standpoint. But hopefully by the time we get back together in August, this group will be ready for prime time.
When you look at T and Amari, what is their friendship relationship like, having both come from Tennessee?
Well, they knew each other, but they just became great buddies in the recruiting process. And T was going to Tennessee originally, and Amari was going to Amari was going to Southern Cal, I think, and then somehow they just, these guys all know each other, and they see each other at camps and combines and all that stuff. So they just became buddies, and I think their personalities are great for each other. And I think both are going to be just phenomenal players for us. Both want it. Both are very driven to reach their goals. They both have high goals, and they're not afraid to go chase it.
How much of Amari being in T's ear do you think helped get T here?
I can't really answer that. I'm sure it didn't hurt us, but I think T made his own decision, and we knew early on, I guess last spring or whatever, the spring before that, whenever we committed that summer, we had a good indication that we were one of his top choices, and he was. Once he came over here and visited, it was, I think, an eye-opener for him. And so it's just a matter of him going through the process. But at the end of the day, it didn't hurt us, but I think he made a decision that was best for him.
One of the things, fans will look at that throw by Trevor, but I was impressed by him going to checkdowns repeatedly. And you don't see that out of young guys.
Yeah, he's as I said, he's well groomed and well prepared. The first check down, he hit the cannon. He did a nice job coming off. We got the primary was a boundary guy, and corner was tight. He came off and came to a second read, and Cannon's bouncing out there as the check down. And he's got a great presence. He's why we recruited him for sure.
How much do you take stock in a game like this, like you said, with the atmosphere at the big time?
We take a lot of stock because I think it's not just for to make a decision, but to just expose some guys, and so then use it as a coaching tool. You know, for a lot of these guys, man, they're glad this day's over. They were excited, but you know, they're glad it's over, and now they can, you know, kind of get the cobwebs out a little bit and just those jitters and say, you know what, you know, I can do this, or man, wow, that was a little different than I even thought it was, and here's what I got to do this summer and have a little more clear indication of that. So it's a very important part of the spring.
How much of the ultimate decision at quarterback comes from within the locker room in terms of like who those guys have rallied around, or who they can quite obviously tell maybe one guy is outplaying everybody else? Do you pay much attention to that, or is it ultimately just
no, yeah, players play, coaches coach. It's that simple.
How nice was it to see Coach Kahn get a taste of the Gatorade shower?
Yeah, that was great. That was great. We had a fun week. You know, our guys put out a video. It was hilarious. First of all, I don't know if y'all saw that, you know, Bill Spires fired the first shot on Wednesday. We had a little thing in our team meeting that kind of set this tempo, and so Mickey laid in the weeds for a couple days, and then today in our team meeting he kind of got him back a little bit, and it was a great way to start the day today. It was a lot of fun. Kind of cracked everybody up. So competitive game, and somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose. I told Dwayne Allen, he was down in the dumps in there, you know, as the honorary head coach, and I told him I lost my first game as a head coach too. So, you know, all you can do is go up from there. But Grady Jarrett was happy to be 1-0, and good to see Mickey enjoy it.
What do you think of Streeter's play calling?
Streeter?
Yeah.
Did a great job. I mean, yeah, excellent job. I thought he gave him opportunity to make a few plays, and just missed on some early, but again, battled back, and turnover hurt him on the punt return, but battled back and had him in position there, and I can't remember who it was that didn't cross face on the slant, and Trayvon did a great job of cutting him off. I can't remember who the receiver out there was, but
Howell?
May have been. I can't remember. But Trayvon did a great job breaking it. Kind of took it because they were driving. So I was kind of hoping they'd score right there to see how it would play out. But and Trayvon ended it, and good to see him finish it that way too. I mean, he ran away from everybody. So great job. AJ Terrell made some nice plays. A lot of guys showed up.
On Trevor's touchdown, was the tight end his first read over the middle? I think.
Yeah, that was just a little play action pass off the pitch sweep, and Denzel did a nice job covering the tight end. That's the first read on that. So just a quick play action, yes or no. And tight end did an excellent. I mean, Denzel did an excellent job of taking him away. So he just went right back out to his one-on-one and put it up. You know, if you put it up there high enough and with enough air, that number 5's got a chance to go get it. So this was a great day for T. Higgins as far as just his confidence. Travion Thompson, what y'all saw today, that's what he's done all spring. He's been outstanding. I mean, he's going to have an excellent year for us. And I was really happy to see DeAndre make 2 big plays, you know, at the end of the scrimmage as well.